So the Denver Nuggets have just come off a huge victory over the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 3 to keep their season alive, and it was led by a phenomenal performance from Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. However, there is one guy in particular I want to focus on today and talk about, because when he's playing like he was today, it is hard to see the Denver Nuggets losing. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the fantastic Game 3 performance by the Nuggets and the X factor for them that stood up and played a big role in them earning the victory, Jerami Grant. Before we start, if you're new here and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content like this. I'm trying to hit 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so all support would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that all being said, let's talk about Jerami Grant and the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets ran most of Game 3. They were absolutely lighting up the Lakers, particularly Jokic, who hit 5 of his first 7 shots of the game. As the game seemed all but over, the Nuggets holding a 20-point advantage, Vogel made some nice adjustments, making the Lakers play a zone defense, and also it seemed like the Lakers just decided to sit upright as well, as out of nowhere they turned it on and brought the game back to a 1-possession match in a matter of minutes. Thanks to some clutch daggers from Murray and Grant, the Nuggets held on and now stay alive in this series. Jokic was the dominant figure for the Nuggets, particularly in the first half, scoring 22 points once the final buzzer sounded on 64% field goal shooting, including a ridiculous prayer of a shot that somehow fell through the net over the top of Anthony Davis. Jamal Murray was excellent as well, hitting multiple daggers down the stretch, and he finished the game with a near triple-double, 28 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. Just a spectacular performance from him. However, the performance of the night in my eyes, maybe only behind Murray, but certainly the most underrated performance of Game 3, was from Jerami Grant. Grant, who's only been averaging 10 points in the NBA playoffs so far, went off tonight and scored 26 on amazing efficiency, and essentially won the game for Denver. Firstly, Jerami Grant played some superb defense this game. He was tasked with defending both LeBron and Anthony Davis for the majority of the game, and did so extremely well, only allowing AD to grab 2 rebounds for the entire night, and he minimized LeBron as much as LeBron can be minimized offensively. An example of his great defense this game was a 3-on-1 fast break the Lakers had, and he managed to disrupt that completely, and I'm pretty sure there were free throws out of it only for the Lakers, which Kuzma, I believe, went 1 for 2 on. Had that fast break resulted in, say, an and one or a dunk, all the momentum would be in the Lakers' favor, as the game would be back within 1 or 2 points, so for him to prevent that was huge for the Nuggets, as they held on for the win. Grant also stemmed the flow of the Lakers' comeback in the 4th by scoring multiple big-time shots to help push the lead further a bit, and this again helped the Nuggets hold on. Simply put, Grant had an elite performance today, and it really needs a lot more attention. But why is Jerami Grant so important to the Nuggets and their success? Why do I call him their X Factor? Google defines X Factor as a noteworthy special talent or a variable in a given situation that could have the most significant impact on an outcome, and I think Grant meets both of these criterias. Grant is a special talent for the Nuggets. He's consistently solid on defense and brings great hustle and energy to every game, even when he's having an off-shooting night. He meets that second definition a lot as well, as I think Grant is the Nuggets' biggest key to success this series. In my preview video for this series I made, I talked about why Jerami Grant is the key to the Nuggets' success, and it's relevant now, so I will repeat myself. Grant is really the only player on the Nuggets I can see slowing down LeBron James. He has the athleticism to do so, the length to do so, and as we've seen in the regular season and in Game 3, there is clear evidence he's a borderline elite defensive player, so it's obvious he can do so. He's the perfect role player anyone would want on their team, and he's making his presence known this series. In my preview video, I said a lot comes down to Grant for this series, as if he can step it up on offense and defense, it will make things a lot easier for Jamal and Jokic. In games 1 and 2, he wasn't that impactful, scoring a combined 16 points in those games. When he steps up though, like he did today, and hits his shots, he makes the Nuggets so unpredictable and almost impossible to contain offensively, which is why he fits the criteria for that second definition. Basically, without Jerami Grant, the Nuggets don't win this game, let alone get to the conference finals, proving his large impact on a game's outcome. His tenacity on defense and his electric offense makes him such a crucial member to this Denver team, and without him, who knows where they would be. Overall, this is why I view Grant as such an important member of the Denver Nuggets and why he is their X-Factor player. Grant consistently brings solid defense, spacing, and energy to the Nuggets squad. But when he steps up and has a game like he did today, it makes things very difficult for the opposition to keep up with Denver's offense. Obviously, he's not required to do this every game. He's not an all-star, but he does it just regularly enough that I think saying he's the X-Factor for Denver is fair enough. In games 1 and 2, Grant wasn't that great, and of course, Denver lost both of those games. But when Grant plays like he did in Game 3, the Nuggets look like the best team in the competition, and it's why, and many others, are so high on him. The combination of his defense, elite shooting, and energy off the bench for the Nuggets makes him such a unique player everyone can admire, and it's why I personally believe he is Denver's biggest X factor these playoffs, and he could potentially lead them to an NBA championship. And that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? What were your thoughts on Game 3? How impactful is Jerami Grant in your opinion? Let me know all your thoughts on this down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.